I won't really do it. I will, but I won't let you see. Because Pauline had me talking for so long, I left my wine unattended and the board fell over. This is really not a problem for me though. And also, I'm going to steal Pauline's wine. Shall we start this motherfucker all over again?
Okay, cool, let's go.
I think you're going to have to see Pauline soon. We'll make it happen. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the verb be today. So let's think about our last episode, which was parts of speech. And I spoke to you about adjectives, nouns, prepositions, and adverbs, okay? So we've used the verb be. It is a verb. It's not a main verb. It basically gives more information to this thing. So we use it when we want to speak about our names, nationalities, the weather, emotions. That's all I can think of right now. As they come to me, I'll make it happen. So this is basically giving more information to this. So each subject has got its own verb to be. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I takes the verb be, am. I am. So again, when we speak about ourselves, I am Leila. I am happy. I don't want to use a preposition because I fucking hate those things. I am well. Okay, so we use it to describe ourselves, the weather, blah, blah, blah. I've told you already. Guys, we don't say I am. It's not natural to us. What we do is we use, this is called an apostrophe. We contract, and we say I'm. So this is correct English, but if you really want to sound natural, we will say I'm. And this means that there is one letter missing. It's gone. Bye. Don't want you here anymore. So I'm happy. Okay? And that's your adjective. So I'm happy. It's describing you. And remember, an adjective is a describing word. So this is telling you about this. Okay. Cool. So she, he, it. It's a different verb to be. This one we use is. Okay? So she is, he is, z. We don't say is. Is. Comes from z. Okay? And it is. Okay? We're going to do the same thing. It's called to contract. You need to learn this word. When you contract, you put the two together. So we're going to take away another letter, and it's going to look like this. So we're going to use our apostrophe, S. Okay? So let's look at it. She's. He's. It's. This one gets the S sound. These ones give you the Z sound. She's, he's, it's. Okay. Okay, so she's, let's think about the weather. Okay, she's cold. Ishk. He's, the only thing I can think of is an asshole.
Go for it.
Okay, so here we're going to use our article. Remember from the last time, parts of speech. And remember, if we're going to use an, your next word needs to be a vowel. So he's an asshole. Okay, so he's an asshole. And that's when somebody's just being not great. That's that. Thank you. And it's a nice day. Article. A goes with consonant. This is an adjective. This is a noun. See how they all work together. Okay, cool. And then you, we, they. You, we, they. This is gonna fucking fall for sure.
You we there? Takes are.
Cool. So you are, we are, they are. Okay, but again, we don't say you are, we say you're. Okay? Again, are you noticing that we're taking away each of the vowels? We don't need them. All right, and that's how you contract. Take that letter away. So, you're, we're, say it quickly, we're, and they're. Okay, so guys, I really don't want to do example sentences. You do it. Up to you now. Find an object. So think about an adjective. How will you finish the sentence? I want you to think about maybe making an adjective or a noun, an adjective noun, little, or a preposition or whatever. Finish it all for me. Write it in the comments and I'll tell you whether you've been correct or not, okay? I'm going to take 2 minutes. We're going to clean up and we're going to do it in the negative. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, cool, guys. So we're going to look at your verb be in the negative. Now listen, I am the first person to tell you that the verb be is probably one of the most boring things to learn in English, but you have to know it and you need to know how to use it. Now, in the negative, your contractions happen differently, okay? So let's go. Can you remember in the positive for I, it was I am, yeah? Okay, cool. Now, in the negative, we continue with the contraction, but it says I'm not. Okay, so I'm not a good cook. That's a lie. I'm a fucking fantastic cook, but whatever. Okay, so I'm not a good cook. So your contraction still happens there, and then we use not in the negative, okay? She, he, it changes. So it would usually be she's, he's, it's, not noun. We keep is, okay, and we take away the second vowel. Isn't. So usually it would be is not. We make it into isn't, okay? So he, she, it isn't sunny. Or, okay, it is, so this doesn't really help. It isn't rainy. Right? They were speaking about the weather over here. Okay, and then you, we, they aren't. So for both of them, we're taking away the last vowel and we're contracting like that. For this one, it stays the same. I'm not. He isn't. She isn't. It isn't. You aren't. We aren't. They aren't. Okay? We aren't Spanish. Remember, I told you we can speak about our nationality here when it comes to objects. We aren't Spanish. You you aren't my sister. It's in the negative. You're my friend, but you aren't my sister. Okay, and they aren't from Japan. Whatever, I don't care. So remember, this is the negative. How do we use it? We use it with an adjective, we use it with a noun, preposition, adverb, and your articles. So this gives more information to this, and we're speaking about it in the negative. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to clean up, and then we're going to do question forms. And yeah, I'll see you soon. 4 days later, Leila's still fucking cleaning the goddamn board. This is the last one, I promise. All right, so we now need to know how to ask a question about those topics that we spoke about already. I'm going to give you a good little tip. The only thing that you actually need to do is, usually it is subject, verb be, object, right? All you're going to do is you're going to take your subject and your verb be and you're going to change it over. So let's have a look together. What's your first subject? We love ourselves, love ourselves. Okay, so it's always, our first subject is I. All right, now I'm not going to start with I because I'm asking you a question. So what's my verb be for I am? Good. Okay, so we're going to start with am. But now, this is like when you're asking yourself a question, this can get quite existential, I guess, but there we are. So I think my example was, I am happy. So now you want to ask yourself if you're happy. Am. That's how you ask the question. Notice we are not contracting, okay? You have to use the full form when you're asking a question. You will never contract in a question, guys. Okay, so am I happy? Cool. What was the next one? She is cold, I think it was. So let's change it over. We're going to start with, if you said is, you are the fucking cleverest person and I love you. So, is she cold? All we did was we changed it over. That's it. We're not asking it in the negative. It will always be in the positive, and we do not contract it. And the last one for R, let's think of a question. I think...
Are you hungry?
Yes. So, I want to ask you a question. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat? Okay. So are you hungry? All we did was we changed it over. Don't forget that, guys. Now we need to know, how are we going to answer these ones? We like short answers in English. We don't have to say, yes, I am happy, blah, blah, blah. It's too long, not interested. You can say, yes, I am, or no. Now, what can you notice here? Did I contract in the positive? No, I did not. If you're going to answer a short answer in the positive, you do not contract ever. If you're answering in the negative for a short answer, you can contract. Okay, so the question is she cold? She. Think about your subject. Okay, so this one loud ass bug. It had a lot to say, that's fine. So is she cold? I'm giving you 1 little minute to answer this for me, and then we're going to check if you were correct. Here we go. Waiting for you to answer. Right? You got it? Okay, let's go. So, yes, she is. Do we contract? No, she isn't. Oh, you are so smart for getting it. Well done. I'm so proud of you. If you didn't, not the fucking end of the world. Try again. Watch it again. It's no problem. And are you hungry? Now remember, I'm asking somebody, this is a person, are you hungry? Okay? I look like such an alcoholic. The person is answering me. So they're going to speak about themselves. Okay? So the subject will change. So are you hungry? Is that fine? Sure? No, it's not. We do not contract in the positive. Yes, I am, or no, I'm not. But you're asking about yourself because somebody is asking you a question, so you will answer about yourself. Okay? Guys, always, like I always say, love yourself. Well done. I'm so proud of you for learning a new language. This is fucking amazing. Practice it. Go onto different platforms and go find little websites. I always like British Council or I can't think of another one right now, but put in Verb B and exercises and your level. Go and do some practicing. You need to practice it, and then after that you need to speak. Your knowledge, it cannot be here, okay? You have to practice it. And a lot of my students always say to me, "Oh, but teacher, I'm shy." Why are you shy? It is such a beautiful thing that you are doing. You should be so proud of yourself. You should be walking up to people and going, "Hey, I'm learning a new language." Change it around. Make it into a positive thing, okay? So go out there, practice your language, speak to the mirror, speak to your family, speak to me, whoever you want to, but practice it. The more you practice, the more comfortable you're gonna become. And the more comfortable you become, the more you're gonna wanna do this, okay? So I love you, I'll see you soon, and have a great day. Broken wine glass. Okay, we have more. Goodbye, wine. Love you. Thanks. My favorite flowers are sunflowers.
No ways, me too.
They're so happy and beautiful.
And they